From Crystal, with love.
Harris, just a minute.
What's that? Oh, Chadwick. What are you doing outside my cottage at this time of night?
I want to chat, that's all.
A chat? What about?
Come over here and sit down, I'll tell you.
How do you improve a beauty soap already so good that 9 out of 10 film stars use it?
You mold it to a sleek new shape. Add a touch of Paris to the perfume. Enrich the creamy lather with extra beauty oils. And that's new Lux. New elegant Lux. A whole new standard of bath-time luxury.
Discover the luxury of new Lux, a beauty treatment every time you bath. New Lux.
You want goodness from soup, and you get it thick and rich in Unox.
Try Unox cream of chicken. So full of tender chicken meat, it's almost an eating soup.
You want goodness from soup, and you get it thick and rich in Unox.
Oh, it's too late. Look, it's got to wait till morning.
It's never too late to chat. As a matter of fact, I've just been with Rosie.
You've been with Rosie?
Only having tea. More's the pity, but it was a delicious cup. Nice and hot and strong. I really think she made it for you, so don't be jealous. She wasn't expecting me, and she didn't give me a good welcome.
Well, I'm glad of that. What did you go there for?
Oh, to chat and to ask her a few questions.
Such as?
Well, for instance, where you'd gone.
Where I'd gone? Which got nothing to do with you.
I was curious. I just wanted to be neighborly. After all, we should all know what's going on, because otherwise how are we ever going to know when to help someone when they're in trouble?
Now, look, let's stop all the smooth talk and let's get right down to this. What are you so curious about my activities for?
Well, you know, it's enough to make anyone wonder. For instance, I know you took Mrs. Hawkes out, and that Bingham went with you.
Oh?
Yes, I know all about it. The thing that interested me so much is that you never collected her at the house. She walked down the drive. Now, I asked myself, why does a woman like Mrs. Hawkes walk down a long, lonely drive at 11:30 at night? It didn't seem to make sense. And there you were, waiting for her. Now, I ask you, Harris, why didn't you come up to the door and collect her in the proper way? You can't blame me for being curious, can you? But the thing that intrigued me most was the fact that you followed the big chief. Why?
We didn't follow him.
Of course you did. You followed him. There's no doubt about that at all. But why did you?
You are very curious, aren't you?
Well, you'll agree it is a curious situation, and I am entitled to be, well, intrigued. Oh, come on. What were you up to?
Well, Mrs. Hawkes wanted to go for a drive, that's all.
Oh, come on. You must think up a better one than that. She wanted to go for a drive at that hour of the night? No, that's a very weak excuse. Let me guess, Harris, shall I?
Go on.
The big chief had to pay an extra $50,000 to that kidnapper at 12 o'clock, right?
Well, you should know. I don't know anything about it.
Mrs. Hawkes was curious. So she got you to follow the big chief, correct?
I didn't say anything about it.
Perhaps she wanted to recognize the kidnapper. Now, that's dangerous. Extremely dangerous. It could lead to most unpleasant complications.
Such as?
Such as the baby getting killed. After all, the arrangement was that the authorities aren't told.
As far as I'm concerned, the kidnappers haven't kept to their side of the bargain.
Perhaps not, but you can't antagonize them, and that's what you'll do if you try and play a double game. And by the way, did she recognize the kidnapper?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Come on, I'm intrigued.
Yes, I imagine you are intrigued, but you won't get any reply from me. Why don't you go and ask her yourself? She's home. No, I drove her back not long ago. You can ask her all the questions you like.
Yes, but she won't answer them. That's the thing. No, it's all very intriguing, and it is also very, very dangerous. You know, Reggie, you don't mind if I call you Reggie, do you? After all, we are friends. You know, Reggie, I wouldn't encourage Mrs. Hawkes to do much of this sort of thing in the future, when you handle those fellows. It wouldn't be good, would it, to have the death of a baby on your conscience? You'll never, ever forget it. And as for Rosie, can you imagine the drama
Now, look. Keep Rosie's name out of this, will you?
I'm just warning you, that's all.
Warning me not to help Mrs. Crystal, is that it? Warning me to keep out?
That's it precisely. Warning you to keep right out of this business. Because, you see, you won't be the person to suffer. Oh, no. No, but the baby will. That's the way of kidnappers. So you'd better be careful. Be very, very careful.
He looked at me, and for the first time I realized what pale eyes he had. He was cold and hard and completely without any expression at all. I realized this man was ruthless, and worse still, he was a killer. I thought of the child in his clutches, and I felt a chill of apprehension.
May I come in?
Oh, please do, Miss Sutton.
I thought I'd bring you this coffee. You look so very tired. You should be in bed.
Yes, I should be in bed.
Here, I've made it strong. It'll do you good.
It's very kind of you. Sit down, Miss Sutton. Would you like a cup with me?
That'd be very nice. You do take sugar, don't you?
Yes, please, one.
There. Mrs. Hawkes,
Yes?
you know there's been antagonism between us, and I know, and I realize that perhaps I was to blame because, you see, it hasn't been very easy for me. I know as well that I've always thought so highly of Mel Chadwick. Now I'm beginning to appreciate the fact that he's not all I imagined him to be.
What has made you come to this conclusion?
Oh, I'm not altogether a fool, Mrs. Hawkes. I mean, when people warned me about him, not one person, but at least 4, then I began to ask myself, perhaps they're right. And now I'm almost sure that I've been very blind, and that I've been a particularly silly woman for a long time.
Have you found any evidence at all?
No, only the evidence of my own heart. I know that Mel has been deceiving me. I know that now.
I'm terribly sorry.
I dare say this is something I had to live through. It was a lesson I had to learn. Last night I felt as if I wanted to kill him for doing this to me, you know. I wanted to kill him. I felt so disappointed and frustrated. I thought, here's a boy that I've looked upon as my son. I've helped him. I've done all I could to make his path through life easy. And all the thanks I get is this sort of treatment. Helping kidnappers and those sort of dreadful things. And then there's the trust Robert had in him. He's abused that as well. He's behaved absolutely despicably.
Why don't you wait, Miss Sutton, until there's some conclusive proof that he is responsible for all this? It's very difficult to condemn and then realize you made a mistake.
I haven't made a mistake. No, I could see it in his eyes yesterday when I spoke to him. He's almost a different person, you know. He's sort of gone back. Yes, he's turned into a criminal, and he never was, I promise you. When he came to us, he was such a dear boy. He had an unfortunate background, but Robert gave him a chance, and he worked so hard. He put his heart and soul into it. He was loyal and faithful to Robert. That's the part I liked. You could trust him completely. And then, of course, this has been happening, and I've been blind. I never saw it, and it happened right under my nose. It isn't easy, suddenly to be aware of the fact that you've been cheated, you know that? Especially to a person like me. I'm so proud. I always think I'm not capable of making a mistake. And when you realize that you've been living a ghastly mistake, then...
Drink your coffee. You'll feel better.
Thank you. One mustn't allow these things to make one emotional. You must always keep your feelings firmly in check. But sometimes it's so very hard. It's almost as if my life's toppled in little pieces about me. I was foolish to ever put this trust in anyone. Oh, well, I've learned. I suppose I should apologize to you formally. I should say to you, I'm very sorry, Mrs. Hawkes, for trying to make your life difficult here.
Oh, we can all make mistakes. Great heavens, I've done so in the past. Not one, but dozens. But you know, the interesting thing is that you learn by them. And after it's all over, you can look back and say, you know, that's a good thing that happened because it was for the best. Although at the time you were so blinded by circumstances.
I can't ever believe that I look back and say that all this happened for the best.
You might have still been deceived by Mel Chadwick. And now you've passed that. And you'll forget the hurt, and life will go on. That's the way with life, you know. It always goes on.
I thought to myself, how wrong I've been about you, Crystal Hawkes. I thought you were a terrible person. And here you're so sweet and kind and understanding. I wondered what I would have done if I'd been in her position. I believe that I wouldn't have shown the same sympathy. I wouldn't have shown the same understanding. And that knowledge made me ashamed.
When dirt gets really tough, Omo shows its strength. Only Omo gives you the supercharged cleaning power of Instafoam, your quickest way to the whitest wash.
When dirt gets tough, get tough with dirt. Use Omo with Instafoam.
Omo loosens dirt, breaks up dirt, lifts out even greasy ingrained grime, whitening and brightening by the extra cleaning power of Instafoam.
And Omo leaves your washing fresh as a breeze.
I never slept that night. I lay in my bed and felt tears on my cheeks. I kept telling myself, I don't care about Mel Chadwick. After all, we can all make mistakes about people. And then I told myself, perhaps I was wrong. Perhaps he might be innocent. But in my heart, I knew he wasn't.
Listen again tomorrow morning at the same time for another installment of
From Crystal, with love.
You want goodness from soup, and you get it thick and rich in Unox.
Taste Unox Beef Mulligatawny, a big-hearted beefy soup flavored with curry and spice.
You want goodness from soup, and you get it thick and rich in Unox.
Operation Oblivion, the newest and most terrifying story of the adventures of Mark Saxon and Sergei, is on the air tonight at 7:15 on Springbok Radio in No Place to Hide.